Welcome back to my channel. This is Jay from Thundercat Loft, Cliffwood, New Jersey. Quick update today. I had some time today, so as you can see, I built a little platform here out of some scrap wood I had. I ripped down a little piece of 2x4, made some little arms for this, almost like a table, like a little coffee table with a bottom platform. So now this way, it's 5 inches, 5 1/8, and the little ones can go under here. I'm gonna put some hay down there when the time, or excuse me, some straw down there when the time comes. But this hopefully will prevent the older birds, the breeders, from pecking at their heads. And if they do peck at their heads, hopefully now they can run underneath and take cover. So I think it's okay. I think it turned out all right. It's 24 inches long, 12 inches wide, and the space in between is 5 inches. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just scrap wood, then I'll probably take it apart and use it for something else. But I think it should work. The thing is, it's pretty tight in this area, so I think I do need this. I do need something for my young ones. And I do have to be cautious with this drop, that if they fall down there, they won't be able to get back up. But when the time comes, we'll get there and see what happens. But I'm just taking some steps to make sure I'm ready for it since I had the day off. Besides that, I also have noticed that this pair down here, they have another bowl. Their babies are getting pretty big, and instead of using, the other bowl with the straw in it, they're coming up and they're trying to mate in this grit bowl. And unfortunately, they look exactly the same. It is what it is. It's my mistake. I should be using a grit bowl. I do have a grit bowl, but I feel like when they can't get in there and get at it, they don't use it. They don't eat it as much. I don't know if it's just me or if things might have changed since I last used it. I mean, it's been like 2 years since I've used one of those. But yeah, we'll figure it out. That's just my little hiccup. There's always a hiccup. There's always something new going on. In here, I have a feeling that all these eggs may be infertile, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I'm just happy to get them going and started. So even if they're infertile, I'll pull them. I lost a week or 2 weeks and I'll restart. This damn pair is not laid an egg yet for me, and I don't know what's going on. Should happen any day now, this pair right here. I don't know what the problem is, but I need to get on it. As you can see, it looks like the silvers they were there last night, but it looks like today they're kind of taking a break from each other. So maybe they realize they're both dudes and they want to find a female, or maybe they like each other. I don't know. Hopefully they figure it out one way or another. I did also notice something else. I noticed that this bird right here, 4760, beautiful bird, beautiful, like dark eye, small pupil. I mean, handle's nice. Turned out to be a cock, so I think he was supposed to be a hen, turned out to be a cock. And the guy who gave it to me he gave me an extra bird because he was like, I don't know if these are all hens, there might be a cock in there. So he was right, there was a cock in there, just one, and he's a beauty, so I can't be upset with that. But that does mean, however, I am short a hen, which I thought was the case, but now I know for sure I'm short a hen, and there's an extra cock in here. I don't know. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do about that. Eventually, once they all pair up, maybe I'll wait for that to happen and I'll throw the extra one over here, see if anything happens. Or maybe I'll grab a hen from over here and bring her over here. I haven't decided yet, but you know, that's another hiccup. You know, that's just the way it goes. It is pretty cold out here, you know, but all these birds seem fine. Like, you can see these birds, they look great, they handle great, they're, you know, doing everything great. These birds look pretty good too, no problems. And then you come in here, right? And I don't know if anyone can see this, if you can tell me, does that bird look sick to you, or are they just keeping warm? I can't tell. They don't look, I'm afraid there might be something wrong with them. You know, and this guy too. You know, it is very cold. And this one has the window, so it definitely gets a little more chilly in here. And the floors aren't raised fully. They're only raised about 1.5 inches off the ground, so the shit's starting to pile up. I mean, it's not like they're walking in complete shit. Like, they still have like 1 inch to go. Doesn't look that bad. I think some moisture gets in down here. Maybe it gets a little damp, which is bad. So I don't know. I mean, maybe these birds are getting sick in this area. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Or maybe they're just cold. If anybody wants to hit me up in the comment section, or anybody I know wants to call me and give me a little tip, but do they look sick, or are they just, is this normal for winter time, you know? You know, because these guys aren't breeding. So maybe they're just, I don't know, hanging out. Another update, this hen in the corner, she finally sat in a bowl for me. I mean, it took her long enough. I kept following her around the coop, putting a bowl down everywhere she went. It looks like she's finally going to use the bowl, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a board right in front of it. I got to be careful with my door now, because my door swings that way. But I'm going to put a board slanted in front of it so shit doesn't drop on her. But she might be going back to her owner very, very soon. So I'm going to let the owner know that looks like she has eggs coming. Looks like she finally found a home. If you want me to keep her for a little bit while, you know, a little bit longer, I will. Because I would like to get like 2 rounds out of that bird, because, you know, she's a pretty bird. She's paired up with a decent bird. They're both dark checks, so it's going to probably be a nice dark check out of them. And I would like to see how she does. I'm sure they would like to know how she does. So see what happens with her. That's Maria, by the way. I didn't name her. That's just, I don't really name my birds. Besides, I mean, for some of the birds I inherited from my brother-in-law, who got from my father-in-law, he already named them, like, silly names, so I kind of just let him, I kind of still call him by that, you know, like he calls this bird Wolverine, just like, it's not out of the Ganis blood, it's just, he just called him Wolverine, so I kind of stuck. And I do, this is 24 down here, wherever he is. I think he's in the aviary, but 24, I call 24 because he's got the 24 band, and he's the one home from the funeral, but I don't really name my birds. But I do have 2 birds, or 3 birds that are named, that were named by someone else, and I kind of just carried on that legacy. I don't know if you pigeon guys name your birds. Maybe I will when, you know, I get a good raiser. And I'll name their parents and name them, but you know, until then they're just my pigeons, and I especially don't want to name them if you know, they're not doing well and I gotta get rid of them. So just one more reason not to name a bird. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. Everything is going well. One more update. I don't think I've shown this yet on YouTube, but you can see this bird finally took to her second bowl that I put on top of this. Piece of wood here. So this is working out, and I did the same up here, and literally like the night I put it up, and then that night she was up there with an egg, so I got there just in time. However, the baby doesn't want to sit in this bowl anymore, so I just threw some hay down, and she's hanging out in the hay, and it looks like her pops is on top of her, keeping her warm. But these guys are probably going to be due for some eggs soon. I didn't give them a little piece of wood to sit on. I just left it. Hopefully they figure it out. These guys got young birds, very, very young. Got to be banded soon. This is the pair that's giving me issues. They want to breed in the grit bowl, but I'm not letting them. And then Grizzle still got some young babies in there. They're not really that old yet. This pair, I'm hoping that they use this. It doesn't seem like they've gone up there. I don't know. Hopefully they're starting to get on that second round, but they seem pretty content. This pair, I just put this in today. This is one of the ugly pieces of, one of the ugly platforms I made, but I figured what the hell, I'll use it. It's like 2x4s though, it's not the prettiest. And this pair has got some young birds that I gotta band probably the next 2 days. So, yeah guys, breeding season is upon us and I am in the midst of it, and juggling, I think someone mentioned in the comments, juggling breeding season. You know, it's true, you know, the juggle is real. With you know, the first round, some of them are late. You got to keep your eyes on banding the babies, cleaning the nest boxes, making sure the eggs are fertile, making sure no babies die. I mean, it's like a full-time job, but you know, I love it. And taking on these new birds is like breeding season 2.0. You know, it's like all of a sudden I'm doing it all over again from scratch, but I love it, so I don't mind. I don't know what's going on here. These birds laid an egg, like I swear it must have been a few days ago, 2 days ago, and I haven't seen a second egg. I'm hoping, you know, this bird's okay and not egg bound. I felt her, she feels okay, but we'll see what's going on. These guys, my good luck pair, they're doing good. And then down here, last but not least, she laid an egg in the old nest bowl next to the youngster. So they chose not to go with the new nest bowl and to put it in there. I don't understand these birds. Like, why would you do that? But it is what it is. This pair, I'm just gonna let them do whatever they want. I'm not gonna be a babysitter anymore. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like my little platform I made, and we'll see how it works out. So I'll see you guys on the next one. And until then, adios.